All right. Welcome back to Eyes Open Media. All right, so I got the video started a lot earlier today. Yesterday, I think we started at 3:30, at around 3 a.m. I mean, not 3 a.m., but 3 p.m. or maybe 3:30 p.m. Today, it's about 1:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, hopefully back to around that time for the next couple of days, and then we'll see where it goes from there after March ends and April 1st begins. So let's take a look at the map here. Hold on, what is this? I don't know what this is. Okay, so let's take a look at the map. Um, as you guys already know, this is all green now. I thought they were supposed to storm this way. They opened this gate up, and they were supposed to come in, and they haven't come in. Also, they opened this gate up, or they were on the outskirts of this area right here, Western Mosul, the west part of Western Mosul. They opened. They were out here storming, and they stopped. Not sure why they haven't come in here. This should be fully green right up in this area right here. All this should be green because they were supposed to come in through here and come in through here, and they haven't. So something's up. Okay, maybe they were told to stop. Okay, so it is what it is. We can't control it. We're not the ones telling them to stop. This map should have been done by now, or at least all of this should have been done right by now, and then we would be focused on here. Now remember, the map on Iraqi TV, it's way different. That map is almost at 80%, okay, in real time. This map is about 2 weeks behind, maybe even 3 weeks behind, because you can see there, this is not coming along quickly at all on this map. So you really think even within 3 weeks, this probably wouldn't even change much. This would probably be like orange right here. The orange line probably would move up to about right here in the next 3 weeks, right? So yeah, and this part would probably be up here in about 3 weeks, and then this will be here, and some parts up here probably. And then this green would probably be around here. So not much would change in the next 3 weeks on this map. And this is embarrassing. So like I said before, and I know some of you guys didn't like me saying that this map will be green on the 23rd of April. I don't even know if it's going to be on green on 23rd of April. Look how slow this thing is going. This map is not going to be. It might not even be green all the way green on the 23rd of April. This map could go into May. I mean, that's how slow this map is. Now, thank God that they have a different map on Iraqi TV, right? And no one has brought me the updated map on that yet. Okay, so if you're watching Iraqi TV and you see a map, take your phone out and take a picture of it, okay, and bring it to us on Facebook 365. So or message me it or something so we can get the new updated map. Now CNN had a map, but that looked like it was about a week old as well. But it was way up here though. They were up here. Okay, they were up closer to the V shape. So as you can see here, we're orange in this area, and we're up here. We got some green down over the 60% line. There's green. There's a lot more green up here in this line. So it's moving on up here. This thing is moving. You would think this would be moving a lot faster up here because everybody lives in here. There's nothing over on this side. So there's barely anything, and they keep saying, oh, they're fighting ISIS in this area, or they're repelling back ISIS here. And like, what ISIS are you talking about? Like, you know what I mean? Like, ISIS has been gone, and if there's like 3 ISIS members left in this area, like in the move, and they're right here, they're right here, and they're in Tel Har, and then. As you're gonna see, we just sent like massive amounts of bombs over to Tel Har. Like who's left? Like who's left in Tel Har if you send 3,000 bombs to Tel Har? Like who's left? Like you know what I mean? So it's kind of comical now. Iraqi Day actually did warn us about that they were going to delay the map. Remember, he did do a post about that, and I did speak about that they were going to delay the map because it's not safe to put the real numbers on to put the real locations on the map. So they were going to start delaying the map. So that's why we need the Iraqi TV. Iraqi TV, and I told you guys if I have to get on Iraq, if I have to Bring up Iraqi TV. I'm gonna go crazy. But because I know some of y'all have the access to Iraqi TV on your television because you guys live in Sweden or you live in the Middle East or you live in Australia and stuff. So you have access to Iraqi TV that shows you the map. Okay, so I shouldn't have to go online and online and check that out. 'Cause I don't have access to Iraqi TV unless I look at it online. So if in the worst case scenario on Friday, I'm gonna try to look at Iraqi TV. If no one in the world can bring me a map on real time map, I'll look on it. I'll try to see if I can get it myself on Friday. And then here's is the Mosul Old District, and they're talking about, man, we're moving in Old Mosul District. We're doing great. We're kicking butt. Like, who are you fighting? You know what I mean? Like, it's getting comical. And as you can see here, this didn't even change from yesterday, but they said they're doing a great job in Old Mosul District. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. We're hearing two different things. They're talking. I mean, I'm seeing things of the command terrorism groups are talking about they're doing a great job. The Iraqi army says that they're kicking butt in Old Mosul district and advancing. And then you see the map and they're like, no, you're not. But we already know the map is way delayed. Okay, so let's take a look at this video. And it says the Iraqi forces made great gains in Mosul Old District, retaking Ras al Jada or Jada, now closer than ever to the symbolic Al Nuri Mosque. Wait a minute, Al Nuri Mosque. We just had an article yesterday from the UK about they retook Al Nuri Mosque last week. So interesting, right? Interesting that we had a British article talking about they had taken the Al Nuri Mosque where Baghdadi did the caliphate, and I even brought that article. Somebody brought the article, and I read it on, I think, Report Extras, or was it on here? I don't know, but they recovered that mosque. It was in an article. So this is crazy, guys and girls. Just crazy delays or whatever the case, or just I don't know what's going on, man. If you look at the map if you look at the map from March 15th that Hadia and Daniel posted, that map had the Al Nuri Mosque already liberated, and that was March 15th, and that's on Iraqi TV. So this thing is way behind. These videos are way behind. These videos are 2-3 weeks old, most likely. And Iraqi Day is doing that on purpose because he already said that. We don't want to put out stuff in real time to protect the troops. So just realize that, okay? These things are old because we just read a British newspaper saying that the Al Nuri Mosque was retaken back just last week. So let me just play this real quick and see what they're talking about. كم تحرير ناس الجادة وهاي الحياة طبيعية هسه بس مسوي للدواعش لاعبين طوبة بالهواء. الحمد لله والشكر نقدنا هواي عوائل وإن شاء الله منصورين وهاي المعنويات عالية وصحيح نجينا من موت محقق بس عادي يا معود احنا متعودين على. Okay, I don't know what he's saying. Anyways, they're just talking about what they've been doing, the progress, and they're getting closer. But this is probably 2-3 weeks ago because we just had news that they already have the mosque, and we saw the map in real time in Iraq on March 15th. And it showed that they had the mosque already back. Okay, so now let's look at some stuff in real time, which is Prime Minister Abadi, and just arrived to Jordan to talk to King Abdullah. Okay, and as you can see, there he is, and he's at the Arab Summit today and tomorrow. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure he speaks tomorrow. So we'll see. We'll see if he speaks today or tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure it's tomorrow. And he's supposed to claim victory. They have 80% of the map completed, so he's supposed to claim victory against Daesh and ISIS, and also the National Reconciliation. We'll see if he does that tomorrow. And this was the report I did earlier today. Let's see here. Brandon says, "Bring on the victory speech." Yeah, we'll see if it happens tomorrow, brother. We'll see. All eyes are going to be on Iraq. as they re-enter the world, probably tomorrow. Because if they tomorrow, they can re-enter the world tomorrow, because if Abadi's claiming victory over ISIS and the national reconciliation, that means he's not re-announcing Iraq back into the international stage. So and that should be tomorrow. So we'll see how fast they go from there to a free market. Okay. Let's see what you guys have so I can wrap it up. This is gonna be a quick video, it looks like here. And don't forget, worldwide earnings launching April 7th. Okay, I got about 42 people on my team so far, and it's a 3-level tier, but most of my people on the first level. Let me see what you guys had to say. Great report, thank you. Says Dennis. Eric has here a package of proposals to support the general budget. Okay, and here we know very well that our condition security is not compelling, and there are security stability in 60% of the area of Iraq. Can start them and be the starting point for the work of the base and wide. Why not? Okay, so they have way more than they. So basically, somebody's saying that, okay, this person, Chakran, is saying that there's security and stability in 60% of Iraq. I think he got more than that. Everything's liberated except for the little parts of Western Mosul. Everything else is liberated. You got way more than 60% stability and security in Iraq. Let's see here. Let's go down here. Everything, only place that still needs to be edited is Western Mosul, and you already have 60% of Western Mosul. You got 80% of Mosul as a whole. You got 60% of Western Mosul, and every other place in Iraq is liberated from ISIS and Daesh. What do you mean you only have 60% security stability? But either way, he's still saying to go forward. It looks like here. Which is cool. 60%, sure, okay, why not? Make the announcement about it, lol. Eric also says here that some backgrounds of the economists from the article above talking about activating the budget now. Yeah, isn't it interesting? This is the first time we've seen them talk about activating the budget. Usually they pass the budget. They passed the budget in record time last year, and they passed it again. I mean, actually 2 years ago they passed it in record time, and they were crying and emotional. Nothing happened. They didn't open the budget. Last year they passed the budget in record time for this year's budget, and they weren't emotional about it, but they were happy that the budget was passed in record time. Okay, but they don't talk about opening the budgets. They just pass the budget, and then they say what's the numbers in the budget, and that's it. And then they let the budget go. Okay, so they're talking about activating the budget and opening up the budget back because when they open the budget, it's going to open up all the other budgets that are closed. Okay, that have been closed. All the budgets they've done since 2007, I believe, haven't been open. Maybe even 2005 and 2006 budget probably weren't even open either. So yeah, so they're gonna open up all the budgets, and all the money in those budgets. They're gonna give the citizens back pay for oil for the herbal agreement, which is a lot of money. And then they're gonna give the citizens their oil revenues monthly with the National Oil Company. And then what else? Also, let me see. They're gonna be able to use all that money for the projects and stuff that they've been waiting for the budgets to open, and they're gonna be in a free economy with no restrictions. Okay, so that's good news. So let's come down here so we can get out of here. Realist News, yeah, what's up? I follow Jay Snip, so yeah, Jay Snip 4. I follow him already. He says listen I don't know if I listened to this one this morning, but yeah, I don't know. There was 3. I know he does 3 videos a day. I don't know if I listened to any of them this morning, but anyways, It is what it is. So, but anyways, Eric John has said that the party is over. Listen to me very carefully. Apart. I don't know if he's talking about the collapse that's coming, the economic collapse, or whatever the case may be. I don't know. Everybody's talking about some type of economic collapse, whatever. But remember, we're under Donald Trump, so we're under the anointing of God because apparently God is the one who placed them in there because we all, the numbers said Hillary was going to, the numbers said that Hillary was going to cheat and win, right? So, but we already knew that if the Hillary didn't cheat, Donald Trump would win by a landslide, right? So, but we thought that Hillary was going to cheat, and so looks like she did cheat a little bit, but then they try to flip it and say, oh no, Russia came in and cheated for Donald Trump because it was but also the elites also said that it was divine intervention. The reports I've gotten from the elites and the connects to the elite said that they all saying it was God that put Donald Trump in there. So the fact that the mainstream media is saying which is most of it is liberal and Zionist. They're saying that Russia did this, and they still don't have any proof of they don't have any proof of that, but they're saying Russia did this, Russia did that, Russia did this, but yet the elites are saying it was a divine intervention from God that put Donald Trump in there. Basically, people went to the polls, and people that were going to vote for Hillary just changed their minds. They sat down and they said, you know what, I don't want the New World Order. Let me change my mind. Let me fight it. Let me go against the New World Order this time. And that's basically what happened. So it's funny because the mainstream media isn't saying what the elites are saying. The elites are saying it was a divine intervention. The mainstream media is saying it was Russia. That's funny. So because it was a divine intervention, which it was, because our decodings had Hillary cheating and winning the elections, right? Even though I did see Donald Trump winning in my vision, I did see Donald Trump winning, and I told you guys that. But I even went with the with the decoding instead, right? Because I thought Hillary Clinton would be able to cheat her way in. I mean, you got George Soros running the voting booths. How can you lose, right? But I didn't want a New World Order though, and I didn't want Hillary Clinton to win because I didn't want the flooding of refugees to come to America, which would have happened by now in tremendous fashion, and we would be in riots right now, trying to defend our own land. And then also I didn't want the New World Order to come in. So, so to prevent that, we all were praying against Hillary, right? Even though the decodings were saying Hillary's going to cheat her way in, and God moved. And God, an intervention. So that's cool. And so I say that because people are saying the collapse. But if God moved to put Donald Trump in there's no collapse coming, right? So there might be a dip in the markets and stuff like that, but it's going to come right back up. Okay, there won't be this massive under Donald Trump. There's not going to be this massive collapse and things of that nature. That's not going to happen under Donald Trump because there's a divine. If there's a divine intervention by God, there ain't no collapse. There's never been a collapse if God moves, right? If God moves, then there's no collapse coming. But there might be dips, right, where things go haywire, like the real estate market and things. But the thing about it that, so what? That happens all the time, right? But guess what? God's going to make sure that his people have money to buy up the land. And so that's what I'm saying. We don't need to worry about none of that. If the real estate market goes bad this summer, which I believe it will, and if the stock market, does a sharp down towards 15,000, who cares? God's going to give us money by that time to buy it up and then send it back up to 20, 22, 25,000 and create us a wealth transfer. If the real estate market goes down, so what? Many of us don't have real estate, and so if the worldly people are losing their land, maybe that brings them back to God. You know what I mean? Who knows? But we, the people of God, are going to be able to buy land for cheap. when that happens. So a lot of times we need, things to go down so so God can, give us money so we can get in there cheap. God doesn't want us to pay at the top. God wants us to pay at the bottom. You know what I mean? So we got to understand that as well. So let me wrap this up here because I didn't even want to go past 20 minutes, and then Eric brought up this stuff and Donald Trump and well, I don't think he brought up Donald Trump. I did, but I wanted to make sure that was clear. If there is something coming, it's because it's going to benefit the Saints that we're going to be able to get in at the bottom. Okay. Okay. So, and Jane had here about a body meeting the prime minister of or the King Abdullah of Jordan. Okay. And this article about the Iraqi command Western Mosul battle finished on the military side. Yeah, we talked about that already. We don't, and of course, we don't know what group of people they're talking about because seems like they're talking about the international coalition or the counterterrorism group. The Iraqi armies are still battling, according to the videos and things we see that are 3 weeks old. Okay, but either way, I think Mosul's done. And it's 80%. That's a wrap. And now we just need to turn the rest of it green, and we're done. Okay. So that's it for me. Talk to you guys on Report Extras today, later today. I didn't even bring up Bitcoin. I know some of you guys are very, very interested in that. So let me pause it here and bring up Bitcoin real quick, and let's check the price. Okay, I got the prices here for Bitcoin, and one Bitcoin is 1,059. I just saw it at 1,071, so it's coming down. Some people are selling here. And then Ethereum is at $50. It is trying its hardest to get out of the 50 range and move itself into, and it looks like it's coming. It looks like there's a flag. It looks like it's in the flag post position, and it's either going to go sharply down or sharply up. And because it's making lower highs, it's going up. Okay, so if you look at the chart, I don't have the chart here, but if you look at the chart, it's in a flagship position and it's making lower lows. Okay, so it's making lower highs. I guess that's how you say it. Meaning that when it dips, it's not going as low as it used to. So if it dips, let's say if it dipped to 48, the next dip is like 48.50. The next dip is 48.75. It's not going back to where it is. It's making lower highs. And when that happens, that means that a breakout is coming, especially it's in the flagship position. And so that means that an extreme breakout could be happening here in Ethereum very soon. I did buy some, and every time it dips, I want to grab some more. If it dips down to 48, I'll grab some more there, or 40, or maybe 49 again. I don't know, but I'll figure that out later today. But a breakout looks like it's coming for Ethereum, and then that could maybe take it to 100. Maybe we'll see how this breakout is. If it does somehow dip back down because of something crazy, then I'm gonna try to grab as much as I can at that price. Okay, because it's going to 100, we already know, and then from 100, we're looking at 500 for a cap. I don't know when, maybe the next 3 years, or next 2 years, or within the next 12 months, it will be at maybe it could try to challenge 300 to 500 in the next 2 years. Okay, so but it's definitely going to 100 this year, and that's my opinion, and that's what the chart says. So let's look at the chart here. As you can see, it's just exploded. And okay, that's it for me. Talk to you guys later. Eyes open. Bye.